The relationship between the British government and the Iranian regime continues as the recent uprising shows its lack of legitimacy, especially now that we have Duncan Smith coming to speak out against the whole thing. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel that challenges the mainstream media and the political establishment, from the left-wing nutters to the globalist elites. And as you can see, the backdrop and everything is different because I'm actually in a green room of Talk TV. We're about to do a show on Talk TV, and so I'm going to do the next couple of updates for you guys from the green room. It's actually literally a green room. So, and then we're going to go home and actually they find out what's going on in the British political system. This quick update, is on the toxic relationship between the British government and the Iranian government. The issue that we now have is, of course, we had Iain Duncan Smith going on GB News to talk about this whole concept of the Western intervention in the Middle East in the past, and in order to do a bit of overcorrection, they've decided to use the relationship and the diplomatic relationship to help the Iranian regime. The same people who are not only harming their own people, but they are directly attacking us, the British people. Now, usually, if it's a foreign affairs topic, if it's about a different country, it's got nothing to do with us, it's best to stay out. But we know that what they do, even if we leave them alone, they're going to continue to attack us. Now, this is about the fact that the Americans and the Brits have decided, under the leadership of Barack Hussein Obama, to give them billions of pounds, or trillions, in order to get them to say, oh, we're not going to do nuclear. Oh, yeah, because you can trust the Iranians when it comes to any promise. Now we have the situation where the uprising is happening and everything is completely being exposed. Let's go to this video. We have the interview between GB News and Iain Duncan Smith.
The execution of this UK Iranian national, the Deputy Defence Minister there, is obviously shocking. There's now talk in the papers about us re-entering the fray when it comes to the Iran nuclear deal. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I have for some time considered that the Iranian nuclear deal is a bad deal. They've got everything out of it they wanted, and the rest of the world hasn't got a hold on the nuclear development.
So we shouldn't do it?
Well, I would come out of it. I'd also, personally, I think it's time for us to sanction, and we should have done it ages ago, the Revolutionary Guard.
Yes, absolutely. But the problem here is wider than this. And we actually talked about this on this channel a couple of days ago when it comes to what can the West do. Personally, people in Iran who are doing the uprising, they want to get rid of their regime, have been very clear. They do not want our boots on the ground there. They don't want foreign forces to go and liberate them. This is their fight, and they want to remain independent. And in fact, all they want is for us to be their voices. And all we should want, in our own interest, is to, firstly, just cut the ties, cut all these so-called diplomatic ties, get rid of the embassies, bring in and deport the ambassadors and all the other regime forces. They're all spies anyway in the middle of London. They're freely walking around our cities, and no one's doing anything about it. It's the same problem with the branch of the embassy in Chinese embassy in Manchester, the consulate, who completely caused trouble on the streets of Manchester in the so-called democratic West. We should not have those fights to come here. That's all we can do. And also, if you want to support the Iranian people, just be their voice. That's all we have to do. Not much. But again, the problem is that the Western governments issue the press releases, and in reality, they're still shaking hands behind the scenes with all these dictators. Anyway, we're going to have some more updates for you guys. As I said, I'm going to have a couple of videos in the green room here, and then we're going to go back to our home studio. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.